Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. Today you will be inspired and motivated, uplifted and edified through the Word of God. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am your host, Henry Harris. Thank you so much for joining today. I am so glad that you have tuned in because what I'm going to share today, people, is really going to bless your life. You know, because we all need to know about the importance of connection. We need to know about the importance of friendship. And that's exactly what I want to come to you just to talk to you today about. We're going to talk about the value of authentic friendships. The value of authentic friendships. Don't you love that word authentic? Because we know the opposite of authentic, which is fake. But today, hopefully, we can learn how to distinguish the two. And not only that, but if anything, I want you to take away before we end this broadcast or before it's over with, is that we learn how to honor each other, appreciate those friendships, those authentic friendships and those connections. Now, I've discovered that the value of friendships, or as it pertains to the value of friendships, we must ask ourselves two questions. Number one, you need to ask yourself, who am I connected to? And number two, you need to ask yourself, why am I connected to them? I'm talking about people that you say is your friend. Why am I connected to, and exactly who am I connected to? Makes a big difference when it comes to friendships. Sometimes when we don't know who we are connected to, and sometimes when we don't know the value of that friendship, we tend to take for granted those we are connected to. And many times that is a result of not knowing who are you connected to and why you are connected to that person. You must also distinguish the difference between authentic friendships and non-authentic connections. What are you trying to say, Brother Henry? Everybody that comes in your life, I don't care if it's a relationship or friendship, it's not always authentic. But you need to learn how to discern and know the difference between authentic friendships and non-authentic connections. Everybody that's connected to you is not the real thing. Every friendship is not the real thing. Every connection is not the real thing. There's an old song that comes to my mind right now. It says, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Some of y'all probably know that song. But it's true. I believe that applies to us, that there's nothing like the real thing. So why do you want fake friends in your life? Why do you want non-authentic connections in your life? It's very unproductive, and you do not need that in your life today. It is very important that we discover the value of those we're connected to. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Well, Brother Henry, how can we discover the value of true and authentic friendships or the person I'm connected to when I don't even know my own worth? Well, that's for another time, another day, another subject on the Brother Henry and You Show. I just do not have the time to expound on that. But that is a good point. Many times if you don't know your own worth, how can we discover the worth of others? When you know the worth of your friendships, and you wouldn't do anything to damage that relationship. Why wouldn't you do anything to damage that relationship? You know why you wouldn't do anything to damage that relationship? Because it's valuable to you. It's worth something to you. And if I went and bought a BMW, and I don't know how much they cost, let's just say $100,000. And I bought it today, and then tomorrow I ran it into a brick wall. And after that I slashed the tires, and then I got a rock and knocked the glasses out in the BMW. Why would I do that? Because apparently it's not worth anything to me. But what determines the worth of that BMW? It was how much it costs. It costs much. it costs everything. And when you realize how valuable, how worthy, the worth of that friendship, the worth of that connection, that person you are connected to in that friendship, you will do everything in your power not to damage it, not to destroy it, but you do everything in your power to protect it. And it's just like that. But many people today, they don't understand. There are many friendships today, and even relationships are just damaged. And sometimes when I see this, it makes me go back. Why am I connected to them? Who am I connected to? And why are they causing damage and turmoil in my life? At all costs, we must protect what's valuable to us. I used the example about running your BMW into a wall. You know, even a house, you're not going to go through and just destroy it. Why? Because it costs a lot. It costs a lot. You're not going to do that because it's valuable to you. So some people have asked me, well, Henry, what do I do when I feel like that my trust has been violated? What do I do when somebody betrayed me? And let's just be real, many of us have had friendships like that before. What do I do when I feel like that trust has been violated? What do I do when I feel like I've been let down? Well, if you feel today that your trust has been violated, it's either one of two things. Number one, maybe they weren't your friend to begin with. And I see this happen from time to time. We call everybody our friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. We want everybody to be our friend. But the truth is, everybody is not your friend. And everybody does not appear to be what they claim to be. Sometimes I believe we call people friend a little bit too fast. And I believe before we do that, we really need to know who we're connected to and why we're connected to them before we call them a friend. I think about a good friend of mine from the Dallas area, Lionel Sneed, a great friend of mine. And when I first met him, he didn't immediately call me friend. It was like a week or two after that. He said, Henry, I want you to know that I consider you a friend. And not only did he say that, but what stood out to me is he said, I don't call everybody friend. And when he said that, it showed me his wisdom. And I was like, wow, if everybody would be that way. Because it costs so much to have an authentic relationship with someone. And can I tell you, can I just be honest with you today? It's very, very rare to find a real, true friend. It's very rare today. So maybe they weren't your friend to begin with, even though you labeled them as friend. And number two, you gave the gift of trust away too quickly. My. You gave the gift of trust away too quickly. Now I understand some people say, well, trust is earned. I used to believe that, but I no longer believe that no more. I can either extend the gift of trust to you or I don't have to. But at the same time, something came to my mind the other day that I was pondering on, that if my trust is violated, it is partially my fault. Why is that? Because I gave that person access to enter my inner circle. I gave that person access to enter into my life. I gave that person a pass to be what many of us call my friend. Now that's not always the case, because sometimes when we enter relationships or enter friendships, we go in blindly, meaning we really don't know the outcome or how it's all going to turn out. But many times if you're hurt, if you feel like your trust is violated, sometimes it leads you back to what we just talked about. If it's damage, if it's bringing you down, who am I really connected to here? Why am I connected to this person? It'll make you ask yourself that question. So trust is a gift, it's not earned. If somebody violates your trust, you can either extend it back to them or you don't have to. That's why you have to ask yourself, as we just said, who am I connected to? Why am I connected to this person? The truth is, everyone is not your friends, even those who you think are. It'd be nice to have everybody as your friend. Everybody likes me. And the truth is, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like what you stand for. Everybody's not going to like you. In many reasons, some people don't even have a reason not to like you. They just don't like you. And that's okay because you're not validated by that. Connect with people that do like you. Connect with people that do believe in you. Connect with people that will support you in spite of the disagreements, in spite of what it may look like. I was talking to a friend the other day, Sister Linda, and she had posted on her Facebook how she respected me and honored me, and even though we have differences in certain areas, she still honors and respects me. And, and I thought about that that day after she said that. I was like, if many people would be just like Linda, put our differences to the side. I have some people in my life, even my closest friends, we don't agree on everything, but our friendship, our authentic friendship is not based on what we agree and disagree on. It's not based on what we like or dislike. We're just true friends. We can still disagree and still honor each other, still respect each other. We can still go to McDonald's and have a cup of coffee and have a mutual conversation. Many friendships are conditional. You got to earn my trust. You got to do this. You got to do that. But authentic relationships are so priceless, people. They're so priceless. So we need to be mindful not to address everyone as our friend. Many times they are just an acquaintance. We need to be very mindful of that. It is very rare to find an authentic friend today. Do you have an authentic friend? Do you have that person in your life that you can truly trust? Do you have a person in your life that you know you can go to in a time of devastation, in a time where it looks like your life is falling apart? Do you have that one person that you can go to and just let your hair down? I'm struggling. I'm going through a problem. I don't know how I'm going to make it. Do you have that one person? We all need that person. And sometimes we think about a lot of people. We need a lot of friends. But sometimes, even in my own life, when I'm going through a struggle or something in my life, normally it's the few friends that I have that comes through for me, not everybody else. Let's talk about the power of communication. Communication is so powerful, and I hope you learned something today. We need communication. That's how we live. We cannot survive without communication. We need it in the workplace. We need it in marriages. We need it in friendships. Communication is something that we can't just bury and pretend like it doesn't exist. But we really need communication in friendships. Why? Because once you lose communication, you know what happens? You lose your relationship. Once the communication dies, the friendship dies. But like I said, this can apply to even a marriage. If you just stop talking and hiding stuff, don't want to talk about anything, you know what's going to happen? Do you know what's going to happen? It's going to eventually die because there's no communication there. So learn how to articulate, learn how to communicate, learn how to open your heart up to your friend. Always make time for them, those that you consider valuable to you. I hear a lot of people, I just don't got time to make that call. And I'm a very busy man. I'm working full time. I'm doing my show. I have a daughter I got to take care of. My life is full. Trust me, it is. I don't think I add anything else to my plate than what's already on there to eat. But what I'm saying is, even in all that, even in the business of life, that which is valuable to you, you will not make an excuse not to spend time with that person. You will not make an excuse, well, I just cannot make that call. Call them. Here recently, I got on my Facebook and I was messaging some people, and it may seem odd a little bit, but I was like, I just want you to know that, hey, I honor you. I respect you. I'm so glad we're connected. And don't you know that makes people feel good? It really does. It makes people feel good because it makes them like, wow, I'm important to him. I'm valuable to him. Henry took his time out of his busy schedules to say, hello, how I'm doing. I got a few friends that do that with me. They'll call me every once in a while, Derek Day, just some different people I can throw out there. Henry, are you okay? Can I do anything for you? You know, that is very important. Make time. Communicate. Keep that line of communication open. Don't let it die, because once you let it die, your friendship dies. And at the end of the day, that's not worth it, especially if that's a authentic friendship. So always make time. Send that text message. Make a call. Take them out for coffee or something. What is the greatest benefit of an authentic friendship? What is the greatest benefit of an authentic friendship? I'm going to tell you, a true friend doesn't have hidden motives. And typically, these type of people you can talk to about anything. They don't have hidden motives. They really don't. And that's why I say we have to be careful who we're connected to, because many times we really don't know. Going in blindly, we really don't know who we're connected to. That's why we must use our discernment. Turn the light on, so to speak. Realize that, yeah, you may be a likable person, but not everybody likes you. Realize that everybody cannot be your friend, even though that's your heart's desire for everybody to be your friend. Is there such thing as a backstabbing friend? Well, of course. It happens all the time. Quite frankly, those aren't friends at all. And many times it's hard to tell who's stabbing you in the back from across the room. And you know what? One thing I've learned, that not only is it friends or so-called friends who stab you in the back, sometimes it's the closest people that's connected to you, like family. Let me remind you that it was Jesus whose family did not understand him. Let me remind you that it was Joseph's brothers who sold him into slavery. Sometimes those who hurt us are the closest to us. Now, I know that's sad, but I'm just being real with you today, as I always am. There is a such thing as backstabbing, and it happens to all of us, even within the church. I remember growing up, you know, people going to church, shouting, screaming, speaking in tongues. And then after church, you see what she had on. Oh, I couldn't believe that he wore that suit. You know, that tie he had on just didn't fit right. Can you believe that dress Sister Sally put on? Oh my God, I can't believe. Backstabbing, but they supposed to be friends. And I'm not coming against the religious establishment. I'm not coming against the church. It happens at the mall. It happens everywhere. But my point is, if you say that person is your friend, why are you stabbing them in the back? A true friend does not do that. I see it happen in the workplace. I see it happen in the church. I see it happening everywhere. People who claim that they are your friend, then they turn right back around and drag your name in the dirt. That's not a friend. And when you find out that that person has violated your trust, when you find out that person has done that, those are the type of people you need to let go. Because anytime somebody violates your trust and damage that relationship, let them go and allow God to replace that with somebody that will not backstab you. With somebody that will know your worth. And many times they don't know your worth. They take, like I said, when you don't know who you're connected to, we tend to take it for granted. They don't know your worth. Because if they knew how much you were worth, if they knew how valuable you were, they wouldn't talk behind your back. They wouldn't criticize you. They wouldn't damage you. True friends does not do that. They don't do that. And the thing about a backstabber is you will never know. You will never know. They smile in your face and talk behind your back. They do it all the time. You'll never know. That's why we got to be careful. Now, what are some traits of some authentic friendships? I'm going to name 7. Some traits of authentic friendships is they don't come around only when they need something. How many of us have friends like that? They only come around when they need something. Oh, can I borrow $100? And let me tell you something, and you never hear from them till then. It's only when they need something that they come around. That's not a true friend. They don't manipulate others to have their way. I've seen people do that too, but they say they're friends. You don't manipulate your friend to have your way. Number 3, they put their needs before somebody else's needs. In other words, they put their needs and wants before theirs. In other words, they're looking out for you. They will get the shirt off of their back. They will go without just to see you have something. True friends are producers, not consumers. I've seen this happen time and time again where you're around people that you say there's your friend, but they're constantly consuming you, eating you up. That's not a true friend. But they produce great things in your life. They edify, they don't tear down. Number 6, they bring out the best in you. I don't know about you, that's the type of friendships that we need. True friends will bring out the best in you. Number 7, you can trust them without question. Knowing who you're connected to in a friendship will either help you, now I want you to listen to me, knowing who you're connected to in a friendship will either help you or hurt you. It's your decision. Be very cautious who you label as your friend. But value those who are truly your friend. Do you get what I'm saying today? Value those who are truly your friend. Know who you're connected to. Know why they're connected to you. Why are you there? How can this person add to my life? Are they truly a friend? Now that I've come to a close of this broadcast, I want you to demonstrate that love today. I'm asking each and every one of you, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. As soon as we post this, I am going to do it personally. You that are watching me today, if you know 5 people, and I know you probably got more authentic friendships than that, or more close friends than that, but if you know 5 people, and you're watching this right now, if you know 5 people that are on Facebook that you would consider a friend, a true friend, under this video is a comment section. I want you to comment their name, like John, Sally, Sue, Donnie. Comment their name under this video. Tag them under this video in the comment section. Just tag only 5 friends that you know and put next to that, I value and honor our friendship. Would you do that for me? Just 5 people that you know. After this is done, or just go ahead and do it now, comment under this video 5 close friends that you know. We're going to demonstrate this, and you need to let people know how much you appreciate them. Life is so short, you know, and I believe it's very important to let people know how valuable you are to them. So comment under this video 5 friends that you know that you currently have on Facebook. Comment their name, and I'm going to do the same thing. Comment their names. Right after you comment their names, put under I value and honor your friendship. And not only do I want you to do that, I want you to share this broadcast on your Facebook page or other social networks you may be connected to. God bless you, and thank you for watching.